Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever time watching this. I much appreciate it. If I sound funky and weird, it's because I've moved. So I'm in a new room, so my audio isn't fully set up. I do have some stuff, so hopefully the echo won't be too bad, but there probably will still be a bit of an echo until I get like stuff on the walls and stuff. And my mic is next to me, hooked up to a stool. I gotta figure out a new mic, either get a new mic stand or something, or find a way to make this work. I mean, maybe it sounds fine. I don't know. But yeah, the build we are running today, I don't even know. I guess we'll run this. This seems fine. We have the Cleaver. We have the Achilles Mach 2 Heavy Stopper, Surgical and Deadly Accurate. We also have, I believe we have Max Health, Curious, and we have Heavyweight, Smash 'em, Furious, Best Defense, Big Friendly Rock. Then we have Slay 'em, Indomitable with Stomping Boots, Pulverize, and we got Batter. Going over to grab Bone Breaker's Aura. I think... And we have Delight and Destruction, Dominate, Implacable, and we have Heavy Hitter and all bitty bets of Heavy Hitter. Now I'm thinking 10% attack speed. So I'm thinking if we take Brutish Momentum, we get increased attack speed on our light attacks. I think that's how that works. I could be wrong. But that is the build. Let's get into a game, shall we? My feet hurt a lot. I literally moved my entire house in one day. Everything is suffering. Goosh golly goosh. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Where's my buttons? There they are. Alrighty, and we're in. So Italy is moving towards chemical castration for rapists and pedophiles. I don't have to say that's bad, right? That's bad. Now you may be saying, oh, well, do you support rapists and pedophiles? No, I don't. But I don't support the death penalty either. Want to know why? An innocent man a few months ago was put to the death. That's why. And also, certain types of people use the term rapist and pedophile as an attack flag for a certain other group of individuals. And then those people that make those flags get into power, and they are like, okay, time to weaponize the system. It's like, okay, how about we don't do that, actually? Also, I think chemical castration falls under cruel and unusual punishment. Yeah, rape bad, pedophilia bad, but also, no, bad. Just throw them in jail. Just throw them in prison. You know? Right, I mean, too many, it's like a very, toddler's view of justice, you know? Death penalty and all, and chemical castration and that shit. It's very much a 5-year-old's view of the justice system and, psychology. And the thing with, pedophiles is that there are a lot of, those people that don't act on their urges. So it's just some of them just actually need psychological help. But, in the society, it's reason, I understand that, this is not going to change. It's so, it's so, demonized for good reasons that a lot of people are too scared to find help. But yeah, that's happened in world news. I won't get too much into American politics because it makes me sad. I missed, bruh. I don't know if it's just because, Marvel Rivals is new and shiny, but I looked at Marvel Rivals and all the skins that got leaked and that are coming out and stuff, and I looked at Overwatch and I just kind of sighed. The Overwatch one, the patch that came out with alongside Marvel Rivals for Overwatch was abysmal. Apparently, I didn't look at it, but from all the reactions I saw, they were like, this shit is ass, bro. And then, the skin releases were like, bro, yikes. Not to mention, Marvel Rivals prices aren't great. I'm gonna say that. They're still pretty pricey. Unfortunately, Overwatch set a standard But in defense, the skin comes with an MVP animation and stuff, which is pretty sweet, and you actually get to see the skin more because it's, you know, a third-person video game. So that's like a benefit. So I do think the third person definitely like helps the price a little bit. Like looking at it, it's like, yeah, it's a little pricey, but at least I get all this cool shit, and then I also get to actually see it instead of having to emote to see it. You know. Whew. I wonder what was the first game to have skins in it, like official, like skins, like the way we know them today. I would assume it would have been like a Warcraft 3 mod, maybe? Oh, speaking of things costing money. So Astrobot winning Game of the Year has, you know, not surprisingly, caused some discourse in the gaming sphere because people who didn't play it assumed it doesn't deserve it over their Black Myth Wukong game, which didn't sell that well as far as I'm aware, outside of China. And I'm gonna be real. Thank God Game Awards aren't purely player-based. Now, you may be saying, what the hell, what do you mean by that? And I'm saying a lot of video gamers don't understand video games, right? Like, there's a lot of people that think, like, I mean, media literacy is not all-time low, right? You know? Like, a lot of people think Helldivers are the good guys, right? You know? So, thank God there's some, like, people that can read judging the games. Also, I'm gonna be real, I've seen Wukong. It's alright. Like, it looks very generic. It kind of looks like the Space Marine 2 of Souls games, if that makes sense. And maybe, oh, what do you mean by that? I'm like, it's very good at first, but gets repetitive very quickly. And, you know, Space Marine 2 definitely gets very repetitive. I don't think Space Marine deserves... I don't think Space Marine won any awards, and I'm not going to say Space Marine deserved any awards. Which is crazy, because I'm biased, right? I'm very much biased towards Warhammer games, but... Space Marine 2 is good. But I'm not playing it anymore, you know, not really. Like, they did release a new update patch a bit ago, but I was just like... Just kind of looked at it and went, eh, you know? Like, you know, I'm alright. I'd much rather play Darktide anyway. Then again, I might have a Darktide bias. You know, I know Darktide probably doesn't deserve the nomination for Best Ongoing Game, but I would like to would have been nominated. I mean, obviously people didn't vote for it, right? I don't even think it was on there. I can't remember. Did it win? No, I don't think it won. I don't think it was up for awards. I think maybe... Oh, it was up for some Steam awards. Right. It was up for Steam awards. Oh, by the way, the Steam Rewind is out. You can guess what my majority of my game was. Although, surprisingly, there was a lot less Darktide than I thought. But then again, I didn't play it a lot. I mean, obviously I played a lot, but I played it less than a lot on... I should probably go do the objectives or something, I don't know. Oh, I didn't know you could hook it up there. But then there was a kind of a content drought at the start, and it just got really boring. I mean, that's just because, Ow. Not because there's, well, there was a content drought because there's no content. Oh, shortcut. Pog. In a black dress with the tights underneath. heard that song once today, and I like skipped it at the start since I didn't want to listen to it. But now, like, the start is stuck in my head. I gotta do heavy attacks. I'm forgetting that I have heavy hitter. Pull out my range weapon, would you? Grab. Ogryn, grab the thing. I lost all my speed boost. Oh god, I'm choking. Don't kick me. Alright. Alright. I was gonna say, I literally just kind of... Oh my god, sorry, I'm choking on my own air. Kind of just consigned myself to my fate there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just attack with light attacks for the light attack buff. Split that guy right in the middle of that one. Alright. Oh, the Superman trailer dropped. I completely forgot. Quite good. It had obviously Superman, mild-mannered reporter Clark Kent, Guy Gardner's Green Lantern, and a Hawk too. Yep, that was just a roundabout way of saying a Hawk to a joke. Thank you. By the way, she came back from 2 weeks and kind of did the whole spiel of like, guys, it couldn't have been me. I'm not the bad guy here. I'm like, you did a rug pull. Just, you know, it is what it is. But I guess maybe the money she made off Hawk Coin wasn't as much money as she was making off of Talk Tua. I assume Talk Tua had to be like somewhat popular, right? It had like in some like weird. I don't know. The only like in my head I was like, it's probably popular in like the culture war. I don't know. Just feels like a very culture war coded podcast, if that makes any sense. And now you may be asking, what the fuck does that mean? Talk to is like culture war coded. I don't know. It just feels like some people would watch it out of spite. I don't know. There's an Instagram account called Talk to It, which is really funny. I just elbowed the stool my mic was holding, so I hope there's no negative feedback on that. There's another one back there. Spine real quick. Missed my shots there. I didn't even have to shoot it because it was about to get brain bursted, but I had missed the first two, and I was like, at that point, it was a personal matter. I got hit rigged on that. There. Didn't get hit rigged on that one, motherfucker. Alright. Nice. Yeah, I'm back to the Superman. I'm very excited for it, and it was once again a moment of vindication because I got to see Snyderverse fans cope see them mauled, and some of them consigned to the fact that James Gunn can do Superman infinitely better than any Snyder could. I generally don't understand this. I'm gonna be real. I don't understand why people are obsessed with the Snyderverse. I guarantee you, it's like, I don't know, it just feels, once again, this makes no sense, and it is like, maybe evidence that my brain is just cooked. It feels very like, culture war coded, you know, being like a big Snyderverse fan, because it's like the anti-woke stance is like Zack Snyder for some reason. Or like Henry Cavill has become like this weird bastion of anti-wokeness within like, especially this Warhammer community. So I imagine he exists like that in other facets of the internet as well, and I feel bad for the guy. Because I'd hate to be an unwilling bastion, or even a willing bastion of that. If I'm ever a willing bastion of the anti-woke community, I'm truly like a sickness at the heart of society has infected me, and I need to be put down like a dog. Now you're saying, oh, but aren't you against the death penalty? You know, like, I am, but there are always exceptions to the rule. Alright. I mean, the amount of times I see Henry Cavill's face poorly photoshopped or AI generated onto some, like, Space Marine's body is, with the words, like, wokeness involved, is too damn high. And if you use wokeness, like, unironically, in, like, the term of, like, or being, like, anti-woke, unironically, you're, I think, just a bad person, generally. Nice. I was gonna say, can those guys even... They're just gonna explode, right? I missed? I'm shocked, bewildered, and a little betrayed. There we're at. Wow, that was a hint towards Arcadium Sycorax, the map that I hate so much. Which way are you coming, big man? Beautiful. No, my instant replay isn't on. Sad day, sad day. Alright, it's all good. I'm gonna mute my... I just elbowed my table again, I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute my mic real quick to make a noise. Alright, we're good. I'm incredibly excited for Superman. Also, Crypto was in it. I forgot to mention Crypto the Super Dog. And I'm obsessed with... I thought they were just gonna go with, like, classic, like, white Labrador Crypto, which would have been like the... Or, like, I think sometimes he's a pit bull. But he's very much like the classic, like, farm dog, which is like pit bull, white lab, stuff like that. But they kind of made it look like your classic, like, stereotypical childhood dog, but what if it just never died? You know, like, because it's a super dog. And I'm so glad that even though it's a new Superman, it's not an origin. It's not like, we're not going to see Krypton blow up. Maybe we'll see Krypton blow up, but we're not going to see it, like, in the sense of, like, you know, like, this is Superman's origin again. I'm so glad, like, I'm so glad James Gunn realizes he can just make a Superman movie. He doesn't have to deal with, like, the whole, like, you know, this is how Superman came to Earth bullshit. Like, people know how Superman came to Earth. Like, everyone and their mother knows that. Same thing, kind of thing with the, kind of the same thing with Spider-Man Homecoming. Obviously, Spider-Man Homecoming wasn't really necessarily a... It wasn't really a... Like, it was an early on in the what would the term be? story of Spider-Man. How did I forget what the term story was? But it wasn't really like an origin. We didn't see Spider-Man get bit by the spider. We knew he was Spider-Man. Like, we've seen enough Spider-Man, we know how it goes. Just like we've seen enough Superman, we know how it goes. And it's so nice. And also, I enjoyed that he said he doesn't plan on making it, like, lead into anything. Which is good, because I think that was, like, DC's big issue at first with the DCU. Was, or DCEU, whatever it's called. I'll say Snyderverse, I guess. Was because, they went too quickly. Like, we got Batman vs. Superman, then we immediately went into Justice League after Man of Steel. No, we didn't even get a Batman movie. It was literally Batman vs. Superman was the next film. We didn't get a solo Ben Affleck film. I completely forgot. And then it was in the Justice League already. It was like, you're bringing out Darkseid this early? Well, you know, not even Darkseid, depending on whose cut you watch, right? It was just like too much, and also Snyderverse can't color. Dan Snyder can't color grade for shit. Those movies are hideous. This movie's at 4.3 to respect Snyder's artistic interpretation. Okay. Where'd it go? I am be real. Out of the two movies, I think it was Whedon's. The non-Snyder director's Justice League cut is far worse than the Snyder cut. But it doesn't mean the Snyder cut's any good. It just has more context. It feels less, like, rushed. This still doesn't mean it's a good movie. Like, James Gunn is a phenomenal... I think James Gunn's art style his direction style will fit Superman so well. You can tell just by the color grading of the suit alone. Man of Steel, he was basically wearing... And Justice League, he was wearing black, right? Which makes no sense. Like, you're doing the death of Superman, and then, like... Not only did Justice League try to do the death of Superman and bring in Darkseid, and then also, like... all this other shit. It was too much. Don't even get started on the Flash movie. I don't know if that was Zack Snyder, but holy shit. Doesn't help that the Flash actor's like a psychopath, but it's all good. Sorry about that, I had to use my mic again. I'm all stuffed up. Been running around. A lot of dust. A lot of dust. So I'm glad that Superman isn't directly leading into the DCU or the Gunverse or whatever it's called, whatever they're calling it. Because it's nice to just get some movies. You know, let's get a Flash movie. Let's get a Wonder Woman movie. Save Wonder Woman from Gal Gadot's inability to act. Like, I think Wonder Woman, the first one, was good, and I think we kind of were able to ignore Gal Gadot's inability to act. Because one, it was a Wonder Woman movie and people were excited, and also like the movie was good. And then, you know, Wonder Woman 1987. I just elbowed my tail. I'm sorry if that gives negative feedback on the mic. Wonder Woman 1987 comes out, and that movie is, you know. Although she wasn't that bad in Justice League, I will say. But I think that's because everything was so astronomically terrible in Justice League, it was kind of hard to pinpoint what was bad and what was not. And also, Wonder Woman kind of had like a nothing role in Justice League. She was just kind of there for like the exposition, which is a shame. So I do hope that James Gunn gets a Wonder Woman movie under his belt, because... I mean, I think James Gunn understands superheroes, you know. Do I think James Gunn could do a Batman? I mean, I think he could. I don't think he'd be the most suited director for it. I think I think whoever directed the Batman, right, is the go. Let me see who did that real quick. Who directed the Batman? Matt Reeves, yeah. Keep that guy doing Batman. He gets Batman. I love that guy. I knew it was someone in them. Yeah, you know, as much as I'd love that Pattinson is the Batman for the DCU, I really hope he is. Of the new DC universe, whatever. I don't know if it's E or U, or I'll just say Gunverse. I really hope, because I think Pattinson's Batman will be a wonderful contrast to the Superman. I can't remember actors' names. I saw some really funny tweets though about the Superman trailers. Like, man, why is the trailer showing so much of Daily Planet's mild-mannered reporter Clark Kent? Is he going to be turned out to be a secret bad guy or something? And you know, I love Henry Cavill. I think he's a great actor, a great guy. But looking at God, I really should look at the new Superman actor. I don't want to call him the new Superman. Let me look it up. New Superman actor. David Cornsweet. Yeah, David, like, Henry Cavill, great actor, makes a good Superman. I don't think Henry Cavill, obviously, they didn't really even do Clark Kent in the new, like, they kind of did, in the sense that, like, they showed his, like, kind of life where he was kind of going from job to job. Did he even ever work at the Daily Planet in Man of Steel? I don't think so. But, like, looking at Cavill's Clark Kent versus Corrin's, it's like, wow. Like, you know, not to joke, but Henry Cavill's Clark Kent, I don't even know why I'm saying not to joke, as if I'm saying something bad, but like, Henry Cavill's Clark Kent looks like Superman in disguise. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't look like Clark Kent, if that makes sense, which is, and David's does. I saw someone on Twitter trying to be like, pointed out as if some sort of ode to David's Clark Kent, and it's like, whoa, is this supposed to, it's the point. It's like, oh, like the tweet was like, oh, look, you know, you can look like Clark Kent without bumbling over yourself. They not know, I mean, these guys obviously don't read the comics, right? They watch it for Henry Cavill, because it like, because he's the based anti-woke guy or something. Clark Kent is a bit of a bumbler. He's a bit of a bumbling fool, and that's good. You know? Alrighty.
I gotta take my dog out.
I'm in a new house, so she's gotta get used to the yard. And she's old and blind, and has only one eye. And is wanted in 57 countries. Oh, I just popped my neck. I don't know if that got picked up on the mic. I think it'd be really funny if it did, though. Alrighty. Nice, got a heavy stubber. Nice. Well, if you made this far in the video, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, or don't. I am not your mother, but you better brush your teeth. Now have a good one. Bye-bye.